Hi everyone, my name is Egwono and I am the lead strategist at Tri-Centered Enterprise Consulting. So now if you're watching this video, then it means that you have downloaded the sales activity planner, or maybe you are planning to download the planner to use for your business. So this video has been put together to help you understand how to effectively use this planner to achieve the goals that you desire for your business sales. Now, before we get into the planner proper, I want to remind you quickly that the planner comes in two formats. So you can choose to download the PDF version. The PDF version basically is just for a month, because the idea is when you download the PDF version, you are going to print it out and use a pen to fill it in, and then maybe paste it somewhere where you can see it, or put it where you can always see it, to ensure you become intentional and get to work on those goals. But then if you decide to download the document format, the document format of the planner is editable. So that means you intend to save the planner on your mobile phone or on your laptop and edit the planner, okay? Write your goals, write your targets, the outcomes, the evaluation, so on and so forth on your mobile. So the document version, which is editable, is for 12 months, meaning you have 12 months of worksheets, 12 months, to enable you plan. So every week there's something that you can use, as in every week there's a worksheet for you to work with to plan your sales ahead. Yes, so the document version is for 12 months, while the PDF is just for a month. So now let's get straight into the planner proper. Before we start, I want to just remind you of this quote here that says, "Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out." Because this planner has been designed to help you get intentional every day with your sales activities. Yes, so never forget that your success is a function of the things you do every single day. So with that, let us now dive straight into understanding how this planner works. After the cover page, you get to the monthly sales goal page. So here basically, let me zoom it out a bit. So here basically, you set your sales goals for the month. It could be 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, set your sales goals for the month very, very clearly. So here you will get to fill the date in the month where you intend to start calculating for that 1 month. So yeah, you see monthly sales goals starting maybe 01/01/21, that's 2021, and ending 3/1, that's 31/01/21. Depends on when that month starts as far as you're concerned. You might have your business month, for instance, and so you want to be clear what sales goals you want to achieve in your business for the month. So you want to be specific, ensure your goals are smart. What needs to be accomplished? Describe it clearly. Do you want to increase your sales? Do you want to increase your business revenue? Do you want to increase, increase the amount of leads you have? Do you want to fill your sales pipeline? So be very, very specific. What do you intend to achieve with your sales that month? Second thing is measurable. How do you intend to measure? Because you want to ensure that you are able to track your progress. So is it an increase in sales by a certain percentage, an increase in qualified leads? So be very clear on exactly how you intend to measure. And the next thing is attainable. Do you have, the resources you need, the skills, the ability that you need to accomplish the goal? Do you need to employ someone? Do you need to do certain things? Do you need to have an app in place, for instance? Do you need to put automation in place? Like, are you sure that this goal is attainable for you? Because if it's not, then it means that the goal is not smart enough. Number 4 is relevant. Is the goal meaningful to your business at that point in time? Why are you trying to achieve the goal? Now, if the goal is not meaningful, it means it's not smart, which means you want to strike that goal out until it's relevant enough, okay? And then finally, time bound. What is the deadline period for achieving that goal? You want to be clear about that. For this one, obviously, is your month sales goal. So the deadline will be what, 30 days, 28 days, all depending on how depending on how you calculate your month, yeah, because this is your monthly sales goals. So when you're done with being clear about how smart the goal is, the next thing is to now summarize the goal into clear statements. Number one, maybe to increase my goals, to increase my business sales from this to that within the next 30 days, doing this, doing that. So be very, very clear on your sales goals. You could have 1, you could have 2, you could have 3, you have to be clear on what exactly needs to be achieved when it comes to your sales for that month. Now the next thing is the next section is your business sales end of month evaluation. Now what happens here is that you do not fill this section until the end of the month. So at the end of this month, you come back to this particular worksheet and begin to fill out what happened in that month. Did you achieve your goals? What did you learn? Going into the new month, like that's after this particular month, going into the new month, what do you need to do? What obstacles did you note? What needs to change, for instance? And so this is where you evaluate what happened in the month. That's in this month. So you don't fill this section until the month is over. Okay, so that's that for the business monthly sales goal setting. Now let's go to the work proper. Now the next part is where you begin to put in the necessary work into achieving your sales goals. So this is where the weekly, part of things begin. As you can see here, so let's assume this is for the month of January. Now that means this is for week 1, or maybe your business, you are going to be on holiday and then you're going to start business second week of January. And so this now becomes what? You start on the second week of January. I'm assuming it's a new year, right? Yeah, so you say sales activity and productivity planner for week starting maybe 7th 07/01/2021 and ending and that will be 15, yeah, 7 days, 14, no, sorry. No, that's 14, yeah, 14/01, 2021. So you want to put the dates very, very clearly because it helps you measure. It helps you keep track. So now what happens, you also see a quote here. This one says, always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later, by O.G. Mandino. So every week has a specific quote. And the idea behind the quote is to keep your mind in the right place. Because if your mind is not in the right place, there is no, you will not be able to get the work done. So your mind has to be in the right place, okay? And so the quotes are to keep your mind in the right frame. Okay, so now let's check out the activities. I have put together 7 different sales activities to keep you productive and intentional. So we have 7 of them here. I'm going to zoom it out so you can see it clearly on my screen. So you have what? Cold calling, follow-ups, upsells and cross-sells, networking, referrals, prospecting messages, and social selling. So every of these activities has been broken down clearly so that you understand what it's all about, and you also understand what exactly you need to do to get to work and get those sales done. Now, so what do? On the next column, you find week sales target goal. So here what you do is that you put in your goal for the week with respect to this particular sales activities. Number 1, cold calling. What is your target? What is your goal for the week when it comes to cold calling? Perhaps you want to, you want to call 10 people who do not know about your business, because you see you see cold calling broken down so that you can know exactly how to go about it, who you should call, who you should reach out to. And so you now clearly state it. I'm going to call maybe 10 people in the next 7 days, and so on and so forth, smartly, so that you can measure what exactly you are doing, right? And so you put the week's goal here for cold calling. Follow-ups, you put the week's goal for follow-ups. Upsells and cross-sells, you put the week's goals for upsells and cross-sells, and so on and so forth. Now, once you're done with putting the week's sales target goal, you go to the days. You see the days out there: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so for Monday, Maybe the target for Monday is to call two persons. So you've identified them. I'm going to call 2 persons, for instance. And so you put 2 persons and set the goal for Monday. Tuesday is 3, Wednesday is 4, and so on and so forth. So at the end of every day, after you are done with your business activities, you come onto this to the planner, and then you write, what was the outcome? I was going to call 2. What did I do? How many did I call? Oh, I called 1. Oh, I called 0. Oh, I called 4. I was able to exceed my target for that day. And that's awesome, right? And so you clearly know that day I did this or I did not do this. On Tuesday, the same thing. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So the idea of the planner is to make you intentional and productive. And so you have a week's goal, and you have your week's target or the goal for the week for each of the activities. And then you now have the daily goal, the daily target for each of the activities. And at the end of the day, you come and check out, what is the outcome? What did I do? Because when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And then at the end of that week, on Saturday, at the end of the week, what do? You come here and you begin to evaluate each of the activities, each of the sales activities for the week, the goals that you set. How did you do? What did you learn? Cold calling. Oh, I couldn't call anybody. What happened? What was the obstacle? Was it fear? Was it shyness? What exactly happened? Oh, upsells. I was not able to upsell anybody. What happened? What obstacles did you meet? Okay, what did you learn? What do you need to do going forward? So be very, very clear. Evaluate, track. Write out what you learned. Write out your lessons. Write out what needs to be done going forward. What do you need to do in the coming week to ensure that you stay on track with achieving your goals for the entire month when it comes to your sales? So that's what this planner is going to help you do every single day. And after this week, you move on to the next week. You see the next week here, you have another quote. The quote here says, don't watch the clock, do what it says, keep going. Sam Levinson, to keep your mind in the right frame, in the right place. And so you come here to the week 2, the same thing, you put the dates for the week, because it helps you track. You need to begin to learn to track. That's the truth, because what you learn today is very beneficial for tomorrow, because then you know what you should do and what you ought not to do, right? And so you want to track, and then you keep on for the next week, cold calling, the same 7 activities. You set your goals, weekly goal, then you break it down into your daily goals, and then end of the week you evaluate, and then that's how you go on and 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 go on. The month ends, you go to the first worksheet. You evaluate what happened that month, what did I learn, and so on and so forth. So that's how you begin to measure. That's how you begin to track and see the progress you are making. Okay, so I'm very sure that this video has made it very easy for you to know how to use this planner to its optimal, so that you can be the best, so that you can begin to achieve those sales. Because many business owners, the reason why they have issues with their sales, because they don't know what to do. And even when they know what to do, there is no intentionality about it. Okay, and when you fail to plan, like I said earlier, you plan to fail. And if you want to succeed, it's all about your daily activities, what you do day in, day out. Yes. And so if you have any questions, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section, or if you want to send me a mail, send me a mail. My email is egwonoagofere. Let me zoom it out so you can see it here. egwonoagofere@gmail.com. That's EGWONOAGOFURE@gmail.com. And if you are sending me a mail regarding the sales activity planner, kindly use in the subject heading, please use the word and please use the sentence questions about the sales activity planner, or just say sales activity planner, so it will help me get back to you on time, to help me know, okay, this is what this mail is for. I need to reply this person and sort this person out, so as they can begin to go all out and do what they need to do in their business. So I hope this was very helpful. Don't hesitate to send me your feedback. I love to read your feedbacks. They help me do better. They help me know exactly what you want. They help me, design better templates, better planners, better worksheets for you and your business. So thank you so much for watching. Don't hesitate to share the planner with your friends, your buddies, your communities. Let them help them. Let them also begin to become intentional about building the business that they love, okay? And then also help them, enable them, let them understand, sorry, that they can watch this video for more insights on how to use the planner. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. I remain Egwono.